We live on the edge of Sighetu, on the edge of Romania, right up against Ukraine. All the trees you see back there, that's Ukraine. Today, we're going to take about a 4-minute walk to the bridge that links the two countries over the Tisa River. We're going to cross that bridge and get on a train, take it for about 11 hours to Lviv, and see how life is going on up there since the Russian invasion. It's been about a year and a half since I was last in Ukraine. There's a link in the description to my last visit, should you be so interested. It focuses more on the Soviet elements. And here's that bridge I was talking about. From Sighetu to Solotvyno, across the Tisa River. You used to swim in that river as a kid? Where?
I think a bit further. There was like a small island.
They don't do much upkeep on this bridge. Now approaching the entrance into Ukraine. Right across the border, a supermarket for Romanians who want really good deals. We just crossed into Solotvyno, or Slatina in Romanian, a town whose name comes from the nearby salt mine. Recently abandoned salt mine. It's causing all sorts of problems for the town here. Sinkholes and damage to buildings, pollution to the Tisa River. The large Jewish population here died in the Holocaust, and this building here used to be a synagogue. Now it's a bakery. So throughout Ukraine, there are blackout schedules where there's no electricity. And right now there's no electricity in Solotvyno, and you see generators on the street running. This fountain used to be beautifully tiled. Now look at it. We're walking around in a park because I saw a big statue. That's Prince Vladimir the Great, Grand Prince of Kiev from 980 to 1015. In the yard of a Romanian school here, Romanian poet Mihai Eminescu. This town, Solotvyno, I think it's a Romanian ethnic majority town. Ștefan cel Mare, Stephen the Great. I'm particularly excited because this will be my first ever train ride. This is the Solotvyno train station. And look, they have a fireplace inside. Beautiful tiled fireplace. Is this a Soviet era train? I'll be very happy if it is. It looks like we're gonna board soon. Are you excited to see what our luxurious $54 sleeper compartment looks like?
I'm very excited.
$54 is decent money in Ukraine. I'm expecting first class. So what do we have in our lovely sleeping cabin here? Not one pillow, but 2 pillows and a towel. There's a shampoo or wet wipes. Another sheet. Check out the bathroom. Oh, I like this. Look at this. When you flush, everything goes straight onto the tracks below. Let's see what a 4-person sleeper cabin looks like. And we're off. The trains are going at a slower speed than usual. It gives the conductor a better chance of spotting any potential damage to the tracks. I guess that's the end of our room with a view. The sun just set, it's 4:30, so the remaining 12 hours, pitch black. Fortunately, to help us through. Where's your wine? Let's have some. You're getting way too comfortable over there. 10.5 hours later, 3 o'clock in the morning. Curfew's until 5 in the morning. So no one's supposed to be on the streets in Lviv between midnight and 5 a.m. We found a taxi, though, to take us to our Airbnb. Yeah, it's 11:30, just getting up. This is City Hall, right in the center. So here's what 30 bucks a night can get you during this time in Lviv. Now for our walkabout. Soviet mailboxes. I love where we're staying here. You like it? So, what is this? Was our apartment built in 1773? At each of the 4 corners of this square, Reinach Square, are fountains and statues from the 1700s, but they're all boarded up in case of an explosion. There's no electricity at the moment, so you hear a lot of generators on the street. That guy playing the flute, even right next to him, you can't hear a thing. Some buildings have bigger generators than others. Look at this one. This is for a 5-floor bar. A bar they put up, I think, a year or 2 ago, called Mad. Last time I was here, this church, a lot of scaffolding inside. You couldn't really see much. So see how that's changed. This is the Church of the Holy Apostles, Peter and Paul, and all of these pictures are of people killed in conflict with the Russians. Christmas in Ukraine is December 7th, only 5 days ago, so a lot of Christmas decorations are still around. Chocolate black, at least once or twice every visit to Lviv, without fail, for breakfast. So, caviar for you for breakfast? An ancient traffic camera. Christmas Rage Day 43. Christmas Rage! This opera house opened in 1900. Near the opera house is a flea market. Let's see what we can buy here. What do you see?
A bust of the president.
Ah, Zelensky bust. I guess here's the art section of the flea market. Whoa. That's nice. You know who that is? How much are the
40 гривен.
40?
Так,
40. So
40.
40 hryvnia for
yes.
Putin toilet paper. Is it all the way through or just surface? What do they have? They have Putin. Ah, this is great. Putin Hilo. Putin Dick Nose, Dickhead. They have Trump and Erdogan.
They have Biden to Obama.
Я так масштабно не торгую сьогодні. Так на сході там холодрига 20 градусів. Дзвонив до тещі, теща баню робить, солдати приходять паритися. З 10 ранку до повної ночі каже, хлопці, якщо
Snake Island. Fuck you, Mr. Russian worship. So, what am I getting here? I'm getting this one. You can catch a Russian with a microwave, a mousetrap, or a washing machine. Zelensky and Stepan Bandera.
Bandera, Залужний.
Zaluzhny. I don't know Zaluzhny.
They don't make like a whole menu.
I found a fellow American, and he likes pork fat, raw pork fat as much as I do.
Amen.
It's like a proper breakfast, and they have like different either waffle, pancakes.
My new T-shirt, a Ukrainian tractor pulling a Russian helicopter. Another sticker.
Масло.
Слава Україні.
Героям слава. Прошу заходити.
Дякую. That's Putin Hilo. Putin Dickhead. It's a target shooting at Putin. Now, Bianca.
Putin?
Shooting at Putin.
leopard 4.
Not bad, not bad. I wouldn't. It's not the best. I could do better. Room for improvement, but I got everything between the eyes and the nose. How did Jeff do?
What you're going
Look
for
at
here,
that.
you want to group your shots tight right between the eyes, just like this.
And where's yours, Bianca?
There's always next time, babe.
Let me see you with yours. Toilet and Putin bear? A Putin bear. More Putin hero. So the bunker bar, Grivka, has a shop associated with it. Here's what they're selling. Zelensky.
This is actually kind of nice. I guess at some point I should read.
Yeah, there's a lot I don't know.
I feel lazy every time.
Which one?
Precision, precision. Look, a Ukrainian rabbit fucking a Russian rabbit. Look at this beer. You really want to taste, don't you? You really want to taste. Tastes good?
Very good. Bitter.
This is a urinal trowel. It's 11 o'clock, and everything here is for sale. We are saved. We are saved. Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff? Here, drinks, cheese, meats. Look at this, look at this. A real Ukrainian. And what beer do you like?
Lviv Christmas beer.
Lviv Christmas beer. We've been in Lviv for less than 24 hours, and we found a native. Lvivan. Do you call them Lvivans?
Viviane.
Lviviana.
Lvivianka.
Lvivianka. Lvivianka.
It's me.
Lvivianka, that's you. Watch a Ukrainian trying to figure out how to get a Ukrainian TV to show anything. Velo, it's a Norwegian demon kind
This is the
of
Scandinavian shit.
Scandinavian shit.
Most people don't handle it.
When I was very small,
This is one of the stronger kinds. You have.
You still got it. You still got it.
speak in Russian, but it.
This is the good shit.
That's what he said. It's nicotine.
It's more than nicotine. It's more than dip. It's more than dip. Trust me. I've dipped. It's a little more than dip.
It's only nicotine.
What idiot? What idiot?
This
Does
is
this say
terrible.
Does
This
this
is
say?
terrible.
Does this say non-alcoholic?
Yes.
What does that say?
Безалкогольне, non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. We're fucking idiots. We're idiots.
Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock. Time for breakfast. Christmas cookies. Zelensky chocolate bar. Christmas Rage Day 44. Christmas Rage. We're going with Georgian food. That's a meat jelly. Kinkali. So we're taking a post-breakfast walk to Lychakiv Cemetery. The cemetery that was formed in 1787, and it's one of the main attractions of Lviv. I haven't been there in about 15 years. Museum of the Academies of Veterinary Medicine. Soviet. Look at these mosaics. Ooh, look at this element up here on this building. Another Soviet mosaic. This one's in really good shape. So, here in Lychikov Cemetery, particularly, I'm looking for the tomb of Ivan Frankov, and also a memorial to the Ukrainian Insurgent Army and Soviet graveyard as well. Jesus face palming himself. No, not this guy. This guy's coming to heaven? Oh God, no. Here it is, Ukrainian poet Ivan Franko. And this one is for an opera singer. Maybe she's a sword fighter? Tomb for the leader of the band, Watra, the Bonfire. You know, the Ukrainian band.
I sent them somewhere.
Here's a new part of the cemetery, and it's all of the soldiers who recently died in the war with Russia. "19 years old. Right across the new cemetery of the recently fallen Ukrainian soldiers is this monument, these graves of soldiers of the Soviet Army. This is the tomb of the unknown soldier of the Ukrainian Insurgent Army. They're the ones that, well, you Google them. Interesting story. Walnuts.
Walnut,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. And
Salo. Jeff does love himself pork fat.
I do love myself a good sauce.
Foie gras. Potato pancake. What is this, Jeff?
Potato pancake with salmon.
And
Jurek in a bread bowl with other things.
cherry Varenecki. Look at that. Yeah, ice cream. Cherry ice cream?
There was a bit of controversy between like
It's a blackout. It's our first blackout.
I don't know why.
Very romantic. Well, I shouldn't say our first blackout. I mean, it's been blacked out here a lot, but we haven't experienced darkness yet. This is my first experience of darkness in Lviv. Jeff has it all the time in his apartment. Our apartment doesn't go out at all. It has to do with its proximity to City Hall. We always have electricity. Good morning. Meeting an old friend for some coffee and breakfast. This is Serhiy.
З Новим роком.
He said Happy New Year's. Yeah, because it is New Year. It's Ukrainian New Year, and he doesn't give a shit about that because I guess Ukraine is celebrating on the 1st.
Yeah.
More and more. So, say it one more time.
З Новим роком.
Ivan Franko, the Ukrainian poet. You saw his tomb yesterday at the cemetery. You got Bianca for scale. Can we go down there? It's not very stable. It's open though. So now you know what a bunker could look like in Lviv. There's a lot of them. I have them marked on the map in case an air raid siren goes off. When those sirens go off, you have about a half an hour to find shelter. This one smells like shit and piss, and it's pitch black, and it's cold and damp. You want to stay here for a few hours?
No.
Yeah, the steps to this bunker are very unstable. It's like a mudslide. We're heading now to a monument of a controversial figure, Stepan Bandera. I'll tell you a little bit about him, but it's best if you just Google him yourself. That's a UNESCO-listed church behind me, St. George's Cathedral. So here it is, the monument to Stepan Bandera. So, he was a Ukraine first kind of guy, far right. Not everyone in Ukraine likes him. Some in the east and in the south would call him a fascist. He did collaborate with the Nazis when he thought it was best for an independent Ukraine. It was shortly after the German invasion of Poland that he declared Ukraine was independent. He said, "Hey, Hitler, we will ally with you as an independent country if you would accept our independence." Ultimately, the Germans threw him in a concentration camp. He started working with the CIA later on in life and ultimately was assassinated by KGB with a cyanide gas spraying gun in Munich, Germany, age 50. There are also some rumors that Stepan Bandera may have been involved to some degree with the extermination of many Polish people in Galicia region, maybe all of them. Right across from the Stepan Bandera statue is this Ukrainian Greek Catholic church, constructed from 1905. When it's not wartime, you can climb up the steeple for some great views of Lviv. Now we're approaching a circus, the Lviv Circus, built during the USSR days in 1969. You like this painting? Bianca's half Ukrainian, by the way. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. Half?
30%.
30%. 30% Ukrainian. It's our first air raid sirens. So I just went to the flea market to pick up a bust of Zelensky, one of my friends, Mirch, big fan of Zelensky, really wanted it, so I got it for him. And while I was there, I found a stand devoted to Nazi memorabilia, and I bought this. It's kind of like a pass book, and it's for the SS Galician division. That it's part of Hitler's SS troops, and it's made up of Ukrainian volunteers from the Galicia area. These were far-right Ukrainians that didn't like Polish people very much. Think back to Stepan Bandera, that monument I showed you before. It was 500 hryvnia. It's about $15. They were one of the last ones to be formed within the SS because up until Germany really needed them, they thought a Slavic army would be substandard, when compared to the super race, the Übermensch. So the guy at the Nazi stand didn't want me filming anything, so I didn't take any pictures. But they had silverware with Nazi, with the swastika on it, some Nazi pins, some swastika belt buckles, a lot of Nazi kind of ID cards like the one I just showed you. I'm still looking at this at a restaurant now, and the quote here in German, and it's also written in Ukrainian, is by Adolf Hitler, and it says, "We will defeat Russia when the Belarusians and Ukrainians know they are not Russian."
Люблю я серцем і душею землю рідну, ніколи не скорилась ворогу вона, де колись вивчила мати цю молитву, де батько мій.
Are you ready to watch someone eat some of the best pork ribs in the world?
You don't think I can eat it? Too big?
Just small.
That's so too.
Okay.
I need more than two?
That's what I'm talking about.
Провина моя, ще раз всі разом. Намо.
What is this?
Negroni stagliato with prosecco.
A lot of statistics about numbers and stuff which can get boring, but the big story is good. It just says what, it's good.
The end. Sireniki, cottage cheese pancake, very popular in Ukraine. Always look forward to it. All right, so a slightly more upscale bomb shelter than the one we visited at Ivan Franko Park yesterday. It smells refreshing, and there's a bathroom. This Armenian cathedral was built throughout the years, from as far back as 1363. You're looking at the spot where once stood the Grand Synagogue from the 1600s. It was destroyed by the Nazis. There were something like 100,000 Jews in Lviv, and by the time the Soviets rolled in, there were 300 left, living in sewers. Ain't you the fluffiest thing? This is the abandoned Jakob Glanzer synagogue. The synagogue's the only remaining synagogue in Lviv city center, and looks pretty abandoned, and all the doors were locked. This is the Lviv Palace of Culture. You see, it says it up there in Cyrillic. Palats Kulturi. So this menorah and the monument behind it are to the 136,800 Jews who were martyred here at the ghetto by the Nazis. From 1941 to 1943, they call it the Road of Death. Look at your bright blue eyes! Look at your bright blue eyes! Woo!
Oh, don't be afraid of the big bag.
So this Palace of Culture took 5 years to build, from 1933 to 1938. And it was redeveloped in the 1980s. So we're inside the Palace of Culture now. Taking a quick peek at the Memorial Museum of Totalitarian Regimes. The Territory of Terror is what it's called. I've been here a few times. Run in, run out. But this museum sits on part of the Jewish ghetto. 1941 to 1943, it was the Jewish ghetto. The third largest ghetto in Nazi-occupied Europe. And then once the Nazis were gone, Soviets turned it into a transit prison, and it was one of the largest Soviet prisons within modern Ukraine. The Wall of Memory and Grief. It's a World War II memorial. What did it say? Something like 500,000 people exiled to Siberia? Great state coat of arms of Ukraine. We believe in the army. What are you looking for?
Alcoholic.
Oh, alcoholic gummies, jellies. Stuffed missiles. What the Kinder. At Teddy, no one eats alone. It's a tattoo. Look at this shirt, my fellow Turks. It says Bayraktar, you know, because Turkey's supplying drones to Ukraine, and they're called Bayraktar. Lviv makes pretty good chocolate.
голову сторони, до нарушеньки Марії, бач вона тебе.
Did I show you my shirt? You like my shirt? It's a tractor towing a Russian helicopter. Look at this toy.
Скучив безсумним кроком, рахував роки, твоїми ногами знаходив занедбані храми.
When in Ukraine, borscht. I can't stop with the Veroneki. I can't stop with the Veroneki. Don't judge me. Don't judge.
15 pieces instead of like 8. Have you ever noticed they give you?
They give you too much. They give you too much.
Why is that?
Yeah. Why?
And for that one, Ed.
Look at it swimming in the butter.
Caramel.
Just caramel.
Just caramel.
Which one is the more delicious? This one or that one?
Great question, Jeff.
I think so.
This one?
Have you ever seen a toilet lid with a handle like this? Today is our last day in Lviv. Frown face? Magnets of the Kremlin burning. Bought some more magnets, more shirts. He's making strudel. You know, this land was once Austria-Hungary. Land of strudel. As we stroll around on our last day in Lviv, scoping out some places that could work for us to eat tonight. This one is kumpel. Asian for breakfast. Banh mi and ramen. Happy? Where are we going?
To a raccoon house.
A raccoon house?
Yeah.
Like a raccoon sanctuary?
Yeah.
A raccoon prison?
Maybe.
Maybe a raccoon prison? We'll see.
So cute.
They're so big. I love this crazy guy here. Look, he's going for the whole thing. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pet him. Hello. Hello. I got you.
He's coming for you.
Oh, he's coming for you.
Ed, hold it.
No one's coming for you.
Ed, hold it.
No one's coming for. No.
Take it.
I want to film you doing something. And they're very gentle. Look, he's like little paws.
What a beauty. Oh.
This guy is insane. There's nothing in here. So this crazy guy here is a snitch or a sow or something. In Mexico, Brazil.
And I'll give one to you right now because you're pulling my pants down.
Mashka.
Okay.
Different kind, black raccoon.
You
Small, another kind.
Okay.
The black
wait,
raccoon's a different
wait,
kind.
wait.
Who knew? Who knew raccoons were so friendly?
I have nothing.
When you come to this place, make sure you have a change of pants if you need to go out later. Oh, you.
He said.
Here we go.
So good. So good.
Thank you very much. Keep taking good care of your raccoons. So I washed my jeans to get the raccoon stench and the mud off of them, and they're still wet. They're soaking wet, but thankfully this restaurant has a fireplace, and slowly I'm becoming more comfortable. Fried vereniki, potatoes, mushrooms. What the hell's that?
Salad.
Herring, pate. And of course, we got that cured pork fat, salo. Looking at a Lviv cheesecake. When in Lviv. Oh, we said goodbye to Dr. Jeff. He will be missed. And we're gonna take the train back tonight. Wake up tomorrow, still be in Ukraine, back in Solotvyno. Yeah, so we're taking the train back to Solotvyno. It'll be about 13 hours, and the train departs Lviv at 2:38 in the morning. So here we are at the Lviv train station. I'll tell you a little bit about the train station. Let me show you around a little bit. I got nothing to do for 3 hours. Well, I can tell you it was completed in 1904, back when this city, Lviv, was called Lemberg. And Lemberg was the capital of Galicia, and Galicia was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. In the 1950s, the interior was redesigned and got more of a Stalinist feel to it now, but the outside was preserved as it was built. Walking about the main hall, you'll find some lookers, as you're apt to find anywhere in Ukraine, but mostly it's your standard issue babushkas, drunks, gypsies. It's not heated in here either. It's very cold. But that's where the lounge comes in. $1 an hour. $1 is all you need to separate the wheat from the chaff at the Lviv train station. For $1 an hour, you get heating, comfortable seats, snack bar with drinks, charging stations. The lesser off claim their spot on the floor of the freezing main hall. And I was going to say the non-mouth breathers, but that doesn't sound nice. Let's just say the rest of us pay for the lounge. The hallway that takes you to the platforms was intentionally designed to resemble a metro station. All right, 13 hours of this. Good night. What do you think these spikes accomplish here? You think maybe it means you're not supposed to sit on the toilet? Or maybe, well, they're in the shape of a foot, aren't they? Maybe you're supposed to squat on top of the seat, like an alla turca. Throughout the entire trip, there were only 2 customers in the entire sleeper car. That was me and Bianca. So you're saying these sandbags were here when we came here?
I think so.
So we've arrived back to Solotvyno, right across from our beloved home in Sighetu Marmației. That's a Lada. It's a Russian car. I'm thinking one final meal, breakfast we'll call it, in Ukraine before we cross the Tisa back to Romania. So the Bimp is excited because
They have Asian food. They have sushi here.
and here's that synagogue turned bakery again. Synagogue turned abandoned bakery, perhaps.
They don't have it.
That's it. Game over. Crossing the bridge over the Tisa, back to Sighetu Marmației. Home sweet home. Home sweet home?
Yes.